Okay, itong episode nito ay dahil lang dito sa diary, sa journal para kung sa mga mahilig magbasa at gustong maintindihan yung story, pwede yung panoorin. At pwedeng i-skip kung hindi naman. Simulan natin sa... Ito ba? Pinakauna?
Kasi may date
No? March 5.
2010.
Dear Max, Dad got me this stationery. One day when I complained about wanting to send an email and the internet was down. And tonight I thought, hey, maybe it's time to write Max.
Aww.
The funny thing is, I don't really know what to say because we haven't talked in 3 months despite all my calls and texts. And not that I'm upset or anything. That's now I'm sending this to Chloe, the unfriended.
Parang mga unsent,
Inipon niya.
Kay Chloe.
No? Hindi.
Ay, kay Max.
Kay Max. Inipon niya lang. Hindi niya pinadala.
Hindi sila nag-uusap.
Okay, put your thoughts in me. Now, this is more like it. Here I can write to you all I want without wondering or worrying if you'll ever write me back. Maybe one day when you return home and apologize for having forgotten all about me and we kiss and make up. I'll show this to you and we can read it and laugh. Or maybe I'll decide that journal Max is way cooler. Oo nga, maganda yung journal ni Max dati.
Oo.
Yung nilaro natin. And we'll just live in here forever as my little imaginary former current best friend. Pen pal. Time will tell. Chloe, the journal boss.
Journal.
Okay, next. Ito ay March 20, 2010.
Kanina. March 5.
Oo.
2010.
Okay, ready? So mom suggests taking a road trip next summer and I'm like, cool I guess. But then she starts talking about David being there. Yes, that baby.
David yung stepdad.
Yung school guard.
Oo.
The wannabe drill sergeant who swoop in on mom and stuck around like a bad zip.
Bad zip.
David, the mustache monster from Planet. That David.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it's
it's a censored yan. Anyway, I politely suggested to mom that perhaps it was too early to assume David would be in the picture by then. Or breathing. Hey. Happens, as you might imagine, that didn't go over well. Ano yung mag-drawing Drawing niya ba talaga yan? But really, if this guy is still around 3 months from now, and she's got serious self-esteem issues, and I've got serious self-immolation. Look it up, nerd. Lance.
Look it up.
She can do better. That's all I meant. But she didn't want to hear it. Like, I'm the Chloe. Okay, April na. April 4.
Yung principal, diba?
Oo nga, no? May drawing niya pa. Max, so you know how he stopped going to class so much? Like, stopped talking to me so much.
Bakit nga ba?
Lumipat siya ng school?
Oo nga, bakit hindi na siya
Hindi ko rin maalala din. Kinalimutan niya talaga. Funny story, I had trouble coming up with an excuse, so I just didn't show up. It was fine, nobody said anything to me. Crazy, right? It's like I'm invincible all of a sudden, maybe. It's the perk of being the dead dad girl. No one knows what to do with me. So they're actually relieved when I stay home. Galing no? Kalapate. Wish I'd figured this out sooner. Think of all the wasted school time. P.S. Pris from Blade Runner popped into my head last time I rubbed one. I mean, at first, I was thinking about Deckard. Sino Deckard?
So kasi Deckard? Hindi, principal. Sino si Deckard? I was thinking, mamaya tingnan natin yung
And that's mother of his. But then, Chris just totally stole the show. Probably nothing there. I think I just want her bangs. Chloe, the electric ship. May iba't ibang...
Chloe. My name is Chloe Price, but you can call me... Ano ba, Chloe? I am an inmate at Blackwell Academy. I'm an inmate at Blackwell Academy, currently serving a 4-year sentence for crimes against paternity. That would be my mom, Joyce, who seems endlessly disappointed in me. Which I get it. I'm no one's image of a perfect daughter, or student, or anything really. But who wants to be perfect? I'm surrounded all day by so-called
Perfection.
and it's other things that my mom's new drill sergeant boyfriend David, how hard it is to buy weed around here. Having no friends, hypocrites, country music, people who say chillax, that'd be dead. It's been 2 years since he died in a car crash, and I still think about him all the time. I've been having these weirdly lifelike dreams. Sometimes I think he's trying to tell me something. Other times I remember that he's feeding worms in a ditch right now. And I think anything else is just a fairy tale to make myself feel better. At least I have 2 weapons to help me survive this town. The pen I use to tag any and everything I want, and my shining personality. If I work at it, maybe I can leave this place just a little less perfect than when I found it.
Okay, next.
Sino na to?
Frank.
Si
For a
Frank.
drug dealer, Frank Bowers is actually pretty chill. He likes to act like he's a tough guy, and I have no doubt that he's done a few messed up things over the years. But to me, he's like a scruffy dog. The tougher he tries to come off, the cuter he seems. Yung dog food bowl ito. May pangalan pa niya. I've been
Oo.
buying weed from Frank for close to a year. Uy, suki ka.
Suki.
I almost never have enough money to pay him. And he always tells me, it's the last time, Chloe. I'm not your friend. And he always gives it to me anyway. Like I said, guys, adorable.
Bibigyan din naman pala siya.
May soft spot si Chloe sa puso.
Kaya bigyan mo ng weed. No?
Of course, if I ever did anything to actually get on Frank's bad side, he might not seem so cuddly anymore. I hear Frank rolls with some dudes like Damon Merrick ba yun?
Saka yung mga
Who are into way darker than keeping high schoolers medicated. It's hard to imagine Frank getting mixed up with anything really bad, but I guess you never know. For now, I just keep hoping that Frank is even worse at remembering who owes him money than he's being intimidating. Alright.
Despite my mom's best efforts, I don't actually hate her. I know she's been rough since dad died. Money is tight, her job as a waitress at a diner isn't exactly glamorous, and I'm clearly not all about the whole going to school thing. But why does she have to make things so much harder on the both of us? She acts like if I smoke pot or when I skip out to go catch an awesome show, it's somehow a personal attack on her. She should be happy that I'm self-medicating and not going to postal on everyone.
Should be happy.
Wow. Talaga ba? She never used to be this way when dad was around. She could actually be. But lately, there's a hairy monster she let into the house that everything up. David Manson, a jobless, brainless little with a hard-on for the military and a promise to whip me into shape. Gigil siya dami.
Sa
Ang dami.
isang paragraph niya, ilan yung
Oo, ang dami.
curse, ilan yung mga words na Okay.
I've tried to express these concerns to my mom. Yet every week it seems the virus spreads to yet another corner of her life. I'm starting to worry that the David flu is the kind of disease that kills its host.
Oh,
Grabe.
okay.
Ramdam na ramdam mong ano.
Next, Max Caulfield, MIA, missing in action.
MIA.
Ex-best friend, extraordinaire. This artsy loves photography more than life itself and definitely more than me. She even uses old instant cameras. It's probably not healthy for anyone to be that stuck in the past. But who am I to tell people how to live their lives? When we were kids, we would dress up like pirates and eat ice cream and write and draw comic books where we had powers and saved people. Then my dad died and her dad got some job up north and she moved away to Seattle. It was probably the moment when I needed her most and she bailed. Thanks, Max, for teaching me that I can't rely on anyone. I mean it. Life lesson learned. The worst part is that even though we haven't spoken in months, even though she habitually ignored my texts so much that I just stopped trying, even though I know deep down that she doesn't care about me anymore and that she probably has all new friends up in Seattle. I still miss her. If she came back tomorrow and said, "Hey Chloe, you want to dress up like pirates and be together?" I would take her back
In
a
a
heartbeat.
heartbeat.
Love dub.
Aw.
in a heartbeat. Hey Chloe. Nice. Ang daddy niya.
At yung daddy niya. If I had a nickel bag for every guidance counselor or therapist who tried to get me to write about that over the last couple years, I would never have to buy weed from Frank again. So what's the matter?
What's the matter? Don't you want to write your daddy?
Sino ba yan?
Ako. Zombie.
Oo nga eh. I guess they think it helps me cope with my feelings or whatever. As if a few paragraphs about how great Dad was could help me forget that his guts are probably still plastered to the underside of a semi-truck. And what the am I supposed to write anyway? That he was the perfect dad who was always fun to be around and never angry. That he treated me like an equal. That he was constantly working to make our lives better. That he could always make me laugh even when I was being a that he sang in the shower and hated hypocrisy. And that his barbecue grill is still rusting in the backyard because the thought of either throwing it away or ever using it again are both so painful that it's easier for Mom and me just to pretend neither of us notices. If that's coping, then coping can go well.
So far, yan, 5 pa lang yung pictures.
Ay, yung mga graffiti niya.
Dami. So may 2 na tayo nagawa. Try natin gawin lahat ng graffiti. Ito yung kay Max sa
Photos.
part 1, photos.
Polaroid shots niya.
Hindi naman natin na kompleto lahat, pero almost. Ito try natin magawa lahat ng graffiti. Sa ngayon, yung laman ng journal. So, diretso na kayo dun sa episode ulit.